Tonight, from Nissan Stadium in Nashville, Tennessee, it's a special prime time edition of the NFL on EA Sports.
We welcome all of you to Nissan Stadium on the banks of the Cumberland River in... Here's the kicker, Jake Elliott, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Nashville. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. So the Titans set to go to work for the first time. Commanding the offense will be the 7th overall pick of the 2018 draft. It's Josh Allen.
And in this league, there are many quarterbacks who have their most success running the ball, while there are others who have big arms. There aren't too many guys who can do both. And at the end of many games, this guy leads his team not just in passing, but in rushing as well.
And meanwhile, Allen's throw into the hands of the receiver, Chenault. And they work this well upfield across the 45.
And partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Allen. It's caught. It's Chenault again. And a gain of 4 gets him right to the midfield stripe. Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. The numbers on the ground for Henry last week. 20 carries, 98 yards, too shy of 100.
And I'm eager to see how they deploy him in this game. Last week, a heavy workload. Do they decide to bring that down a little bit and try and keep him fresh? Or do they say, guess what? He's locked in. Keep handing him the football.
Derrick Henry. And he'll power his way forward for about 4 yards there on the first down carry. The run got 4. Now they deal with a 2nd and 6. Play action. Now it's Allen. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up 3rd down.
A deep ball down that right sideline, and he made sure that he put it where either his guy was going to catch it or no one was.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Running from the gun with Henry. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. And he's just short. He got 6 of the 7 he needed, so that leaves a decision here on 4th and a yard.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
So now the Titans are going to call upon their field goal unit here. This will be kicked from the 42. It's a 52-yard attempt. And Gay knocks this one through. And the Titans hit the scoreboard first. It's 3-0. They were probably hoping to get him a little bit closer for a shorter field goal, but he was able to get it done from deep.
Nice little tester for him to begin things, huh? I think he was open for a little bit more of a chip shot. Instead, they made him stretch it out a little bit, but he's got to feel great now that he put it through the pipes.
So out comes this offense to take over for the first time. They're led by the #1 overall pick in the 2021 draft, Trevor Lawrence.
And he's had such a sensational season to this point, leading the NFL in passing yards. He's been helped out a lot by an outstanding set of receivers, and he's quick to give them credit. But I think even they would tell you that he's the guy that makes this offense go.
They go play action now. Lawrence. He'll get this off to ETN. That catch good for only a couple. They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. They'll run for the first time with Travis Etienne. And this will go for 5 up to the 33. 3rd and 2, now Lawrence. This complete to Jones. And he will have a first down here at about the 40. When you give up points on the opening drive, in this case a field goal, you'd hate to go 3 and out. They avoid that. They do, and it's also walking that fine line mentally, too, as a coach, isn't it? Because you want to emphasize to your team exactly what you said. All right, we gave up a field goal. Let's go back and at least equal that, guys. But if we don't, you don't want them to feel like it's the end of the world either. Nice that they were able to pick up the first down there, help them relax a little bit. A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward. Muscles him off. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves the sticks. Just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way. And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play. The throw there finding its way to Boyle, and he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 29-yard line. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 9 catches, 69 yards. That was a nice job there pulling that one in. Now, this is an offense that will certainly spread the ball around a bit, and this is a guy that defenses had better focus on. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. On 2nd down, Etienne once more. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive. Out of the gun, it's Lawrence. He'll get this out to the flat for Etienne. And he picks up the first down yardage as he takes this one down to the 15. And they'll use him out in the backfield, and sometimes quite a bit. They're just trying to get him touches any way they can. 4 catches a week ago, there's another one right there. Line of scrimmage, the 15. It's 1st and 10. Inside the red zone here. They'll look to throw. He's down inside the 10 to the 8. And it comes on a gain of 8. Ball on the 8, 2nd and 2. Here's Lawrence to throw. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards, a 12-yard loss, and it brings up 3rd. Got an extra defensive back out there for the Titans now here for 3rd down. Now Lawrence. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And they're going to drop him well shy of the 1st as he can only make it to the 11th. They do get 9, but it leads to 4th down. Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete. Now Jake Elliott for the field goal try. The kick by Elliott is good, and that will tie us at 3-3. So a return of serve, so to speak, here on the second drive of our game as they respond to that opening field goal with 3 of their own.
I like that. Going a little tennis on me.
I know you. You like to mix it up with sports.
They crack a forehand back out and they get a backhand. What was the return on?
It was a backhand. A really good backhand.
With some nice top spin on the whole thing. I love it. Almost a mirror image when you really get down to it. I thought that was pretty good stuff. And
we spotlight Derrick Henry now. And he's sure looking like a lock for a 1,000-yard season. Don't know if he's going to get it in this game, but he'd probably like to just to get past that point. Yeah, and if he doesn't, as you noted, there's still time, still opportunity. There's still more games to be played. So, yeah, it's not a lock. But barring injury, it certainly looks like he's going to get there. And what an accomplishment that is. Anytime you get over 1,000 yards, you're celebrated in the NFL. It's been quite a season. Still a couple chapters left in that book, though. A good gain on first has him set up with second and just a couple of inches now from the 29. And this is going to be a Titans first down as the tackle made at about the 38. Now, these two teams faced off earlier in the year, right around mid-season, back in Week 9. And it was the visiting Titans who were victorious in that one, so now they'll look for the sweep here back home in Nashville. And Henry gets the call there on first down as he pushes his way forward, a pickup of about 5. These two teams all tied after 1. After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5. On play action, Allen will get this complete to Kadarius Toney. And he's brought down. But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field. And here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup. A first down carry for Henry. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up. 2nd down, they go again with Henry. And he'll bring this one inside the 35. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And he's able to get it to the 31, and that's enough for the first. That's a tremendous group effort there, because when you talk about offensive lines, the best ones, talk about guys that play in harmony, in sync, and getting things done, and they did that on that play. Yeah, especially on 3rd and 1. Got to be in sync, and they were. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 10th carry now for Derrick Henry. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage. A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. A give to Henry. 53 yards rushing for him now to this point. And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon. This will be play number 9 of the drive here as they need 4 yards on 3rd down. So the shotgun snap to Allen. Well, he's caught on the sideline, but he's not going to have a first down. They say he was out of bounds, so a big call there. That brings up 4th. Gay's kick is good. And they will take the lead here in this battle of field goals at 6-3. So trading first-half field goals. No breakthrough on the touchdown front. Got a 6-3 game.
Yeah, and I know so many people look at a game through offensive eyes, right? They want to see how the game's played that way. You know how I'm going to view it, right? The defenses, to me, have responded well in this game. Like what I'm seeing from them, both of them hoping to keep it to field goals and not give up big touchdowns.
Back onto the field comes this offense, ready for their second drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it, because what's that old malaprop? If you come to a fork in the road, take it. Because this crew, they're losing ground fast. They've got to start winning some ball games. And the good teams, they're starting to separate themselves, and these guys are being left behind.
To throw on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And that is incomplete.
Well, so far in this drive, they've done some good work. They force incompletions on 1st and 2nd down, bring up 3rd and 10. That brings up the big question. Do they bring pressure, or do they play coverage on this down?
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Here's Lawrence. He'll drop this one off with ETN. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
On 4th down, Matt Hawk is on to punt. He punted 4 times in the loss last week as he gets this one away here. It's a 46-yard punt, 2 on the return, and it'll be Titan football. Derrick Henry and the rest of the Titans offense about ready to roll again. And he's closing in on that number that all running backs circled beginning of the year, the number 1,000. Couldn't do it on this drive.
And you have to think to yourself that this moment, getting to this spot, it started in the offseason, right? Not just the workouts, right? Not just getting yourself physically prepared to play, but mentally, as well as your team, as well as your unit, head coach, offensive coordinator. We run the football. We give you opportunities. He's taking advantage of it.
And when you get this close to the mark, you just hope things don't tighten up, right? You probably want to get there and get it in your rearview mirror.
You really do, don't you? Because now it becomes predominant, and you wonder about play calling as well. Do you want to call plays to get that out of the way, or are you still calling plays to win the game first? That becomes the burden of the play caller.
He's got a man complete. Touchdown, Titans. Kadarius Toney, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Titans are going to add on to their lead. So on 3rd and medium, they dial up the pass, and it works to hit the end zone.
And it's really not a surprise to me. That's a throwing down in the NFL because of how tough it is to run the football. But what offenses like to do is still show run formations to make them respect it and throw out of those. In this case, they took a nice shot at the end zone and made it pay off.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. The touchdown. Here's Gay to kick it away. And there will not be a return here. It's a touchback, and it'll come out to the 25-yard line. Our visitors getting set to take over on offense. They're in a 13-3 hole here now as they come up on 1st down. They'll start on the ground. ETN. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Lawrence will throw. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Lawrence. And that's complete to ETN out of the backfield. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Now Lawrence on first down. And I think the ball's out, but this will get out of bounds, so possession will stay the same. Well, this hasn't been their cleanest first half of football. Last thing they wanted to do was give it up to the opposition, but able to keep it as it goes out of bounds.
Yeah, tough first half, no doubt about it. But if they turn it over there, now things turn a little, how would you say it, dire? And they didn't need that hassle at all. So being able to take care of the football is paramount. Fortunate bounce for them there in order to retain it.
The fumble on first down. Now here's second down. Running out of the gun with Etienne. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember the last drive, they went 3 and out.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. Now Lawrence. Quick hitter here. It's complete. A good rally to the football. Keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down. Looking to throw, Lawrence. Oh, he's got a man wide open. Complete. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They'll run with Etienne. And he'll get blown up behind the line of scrimmage. Back at the 6. It's a loss of 5 there, bringing up second.
Well, that play's not going to go in their highlight reel at the end of the season, but the only benefit to the offense, maybe a little more space if they want to throw the football now after taking that loss.
Second and goal from the 6 this time. From the gun, it's Lawrence. And it's caught. Touchdown. Marvin Jones. His second touchdown on the season. And the Lumberjacks have got it back to within a score. They went empty backfield, all their weapons out wide, so there really was no secret here to what they were going to do.
No secret, but they still had to execute it, and they still had to protect the guy throwing the ball, because oftentimes when you...
And I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How is the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Elliott good with a PAT, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. Fielded just outside the goal line. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. Derrick Henry he trots back out there and gets ready to go. And it may just be the second quarter, but he's in his zone, well on his way to eclipsing that 100-yard mark.
And when a back has a game, as we're witnessing right now, his name's going to be in the books, but it's really a collective deal, isn't it? Because that means he's getting plenty of blocking, a lot of help from his teammates, but he's making the most of it.
Yeah, he's made the most of it to this point. 3 yards the gain there, second down.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here. And what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
Coming up on 2nd and 7. To the air, Allen. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The Titans going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. Here's Allen on 1st and 10. A check down here for Henry. And he's able to take it across midfield before going out of bounds. They'll contain him to just 4, second down. Working out of the shotgun. Here's Allen. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now Tennessee going to use the second of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds to go in the first half. First down, and they're going to throw with Allen. And he'll get this underneath to Henry. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. Again, they'll throw with Allen. Complete. It's Henry. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Now the Titans will use their 3rd and final timeout as they stop him with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. Throwing on first down is Allen. To the end zone, but it's incomplete. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Here's Allen. And a quick throw here, that's complete. So we've reached halftime here in Nashville, the Music City, with the Titans out in front. As we'll send you down to Orlando, and we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
All right, Brandon, thanks very much. We'll get back to you and Charles in a minute. But first, time to give the folks at home a look at what's going on around the NFL. We'll start up at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, where you see the final score there. Zach Wilson leading the way there.
There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. A field goal the difference. A tight one through 2 quarters, and we are back and underway for the 3rd quarter. Fielded just outside the goal line. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. And this offense set to go now to begin the 3rd quarter. And they do trail, but they have a chance to possess the football first to try and do something about it.
And that certainly makes it something of an important drive for them, because is it going to win the game? No, but you have to do something to bring some life to your sideline.
On first down, Lawrence. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down. A shotgun snap and a give to Etienne. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 42 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries. That one definitely helps as they try to push the ball down the field here, trailing early in the 3rd quarter.
And even though they're trailing, not abandoning the running game. People may call it an adjustment. I think it's just much more sticking to what works for you and continuing to have faith in it. And the running game is starting to pay off.
Throwing now, Lawrence on first down. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. On play action, Lawrence. And that one a little too high as it's knocked away and incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Lawrence to throw. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down. An important play right here, 3rd and 10.
And I would expect pressure here.
To Boyle here over the middle. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Third and 10 wasn't going to be easy. Now after the holding penalty, they have to deal with a 3rd and 20. They'll look to throw again. Over the middle, it's complete.
And I believe that gain on 3rd and long changes things quite a bit, because this would be a very long field goal. I wouldn't be surprised to see him go for it here.
Here's Jake Elliott. Career long, by the way, for him, 61 yards. They'll spot it at the 47, so call it a 57-yard attempt. He's got the leg, but it's no good. He missed it right, and this score will stay right where it is. The Titans offense gears up for their first possession of the second half. Down here in the 3rd quarter, obviously that's one they could have used.
Yeah, and one of my favorite special teams coaches in the NFL told me what separates the kickers in the NFL versus the ones who are not is not the misses. It's the second miss in a row. Best kickers in the league, they don't miss 2 in a row. He's got to get his head back together in case he gets another shot.
Allen again here on 2nd and 10. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll be down at the 46. So they go from 146 to the other on a pickup of 8. Now on 3rd and 2, they're going to elect to throw with Allen. Man open, it's Tony. He's got it. And he'll go out of bounds right around the 40.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
On first down, Henry. And some room to maneuver. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. 72 yards rushing for him here as he starts to draw closer to a 1,000-yard campaign. Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Henry. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
Well, partner, I guess sometimes it's just a matter of philosophy. Some say run it until they absolutely stop you, and others say, well, when you think they're about to stop you, fool them a little bit. I guess they should have tried to fool them on that play.
Now they contend with a 2nd and 12 after the loss. So they fake the handoff. Now Allen. And his throw here is incomplete.
I didn't like the look of that play right from the beginning. I thought he should have seen the coverage that was there, tried to force it in. That one, he's fortunate, just fell incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Now Allen. Over the middle, complete. That's Henry. And this will not get close to the first down marker as he's brought down at the 26. 3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up 4th down.
How about that strategy there, Brandon? 3rd down. They just said, we've got faith in our tacklers. We'll give you the short stuff, and just decided to protect the sticks. So every time I hear fans telling me tackling's not a part of the game anymore, plays like that, I can clip and save and show them you have to tackle well if you want to be a good defense.
And Gay knocks this one through, and that extends their advantage to 6. It's 16-10. So it was a 3-point lead at halftime, and they've doubled that with a field goal here.
And I think defensively, you've got to be okay with that because you've kept this game within a touchdown. Your hope is that you've inspired your offense to put a drive together, get in the end zone themselves, and hopefully get you the lead.
So here are visitors to take over on offense. Last time out, they had that long 50-plus yard field goal that they missed.
And I'm sure on their sideline, they're thinking to themselves, okay, do we still want to try one if we're in that position again? And I would dare say that the answer would be yes. They're going to have a lot of confidence in their kicker. But just to be on the safe side, I'm sure they told their offensive guys, can we get a little bit closer this time?
Closer.
Yeah, you know, I'd rather get in the end zone first and foremost. But if all else fails, less of a field goal attempt for him.
To throw again on 2nd down. Lawrence. He goes right back to Green. He's got it complete. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. A big play there on the catch and run. The thing that hurt on that play, the missed tackle, that allowed the extra yardage.
It's a matchup game in the NFL. You get the guy that you want isolated, have him miss a tackle, and off you go.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Back to throw. Lawrence. That's into the hands of the tight end Boyle. And he's going to get this inside the 30.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
So the 1st down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. Looking to throw. Lawrence. Outright, this is Boyle, the tight end. They'll get 9 there as that sets him up better for 3rd down. Operating from the gun. Lawrence. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Caleb Farley. And the Titans are going to have it here as they'll start at their own 7.
Well, this had trouble written all over from the start. He's got 2 extra defensive backs in the game he's got to deal with. They're in a dime set. So everywhere he's looking, he's seeing a different color jersey. And sure enough, this one winds up being intercepted.
Tennessee offense set to go again. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, trying to ice a game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met. It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stop that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Allen. And this is caught. It's Brown. And they work this out past the 25.
They were backed up to start the drive, but how about that aggressiveness? Firing it downfield right away. Nice job there, getting out towards what would have been their normal starting position.
And the busy night for Henry continues. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a really nice, tough run inside, and they gained 5 yards on it. And to be frank about it, most offenses don't expect to get 5 yards on a play call like that. So when they do, they go back to their huddle with a little pep in their steps. They're starting to think that they're starting to dominate the line of scrimmage.
Hit as he throws there, incomplete. They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. From the gun, it's Allen.
And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
When you run in the slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
On now is the Titans punter, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight. And the win last week punted 4 times as this one's away. A call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. A 40-yard punt, no return, and the offense will take over with a new set of downs.
Our visitors getting set to take over on offense.
And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
What do you think?
Yeah, I think that. I think that not only did he say that, but he also told him, let's put it in the end zone that it's supposed to be in, all right? The end zone we're trying to score. I know we're being a little bit facetious here, but the bottom line is take care of the football, and everything else should flow from there.
Quick lesson, never ask the play-by-play guy a question.
Hey, you're my partner. I know you're right there with me.
From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10.
From the shotgun, Lawrence.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. One quarter remains here on a Sunday night. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Working with a 2nd and 3. A handoff for Etienne.
They got half of what he needed there, 2 yards, and it'll bring up a 3rd and 2 more.
And they'll go again with Etienne.
And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield.
These two teams met in Nashville earlier in the year with the Titans coming away victorious. So a win here in Nashville would give them the season series.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. From the gun, Lawrence. And seeing no options, he just tosses this one away, incomplete. Now that'll bring up 2nd down. To throw again on 2nd down, Lawrence. Pressure comes, and the Titans able to bring him down. The defense rising to the challenge and setting him back on the sack.
Well, here's where having mobility sometimes can work against you as a quarterback. He thinks he can retreat and outrun the pressure. But that time, they zeroed in on him and took him down for a big loss, partner.
A really big loss.
The offense on third down tonight, 3 for 7 so far in this game. This will be third and forever. Back to throw. Lawrence.
He'll get this off to ETN.
3 yards, all they could muster there, and it'll bring up fourth down. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
Here's Matt Hawk now as he'll punt it away for the second time. 42 yards on the punt, just 2 on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Josh Allen leads the offense out for their next possession. And the passing game, I mean, look at the numbers. It's fallen off. When a team is struggling, sometimes you look at the quarterback. When the quarterback starts to struggle, who goes over and picks him up?
Yeah, that's always a big one, isn't it? Usually, there's a quarterback whisperer somewhere. And what I mean by that is, whether it's an assistant coach, whether it's one of his best friends on the team, someone that can get in his ear, get with him and say, all right, my man, what do you need? What's going on here? So there's one person he can lean on. He's going to have to lean on that guy right now.
After the penalty, it's Henry. And he'll get it up here this time to the 21.
86 yards on the ground for him now as he has gotten better, really, as the night's gone on.
On second down and 4. Allen.
Here's Tony on the quick slant.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Now Allen.
Throw left side, going to be caught by Chenault.
And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It's another 10 yards on that one and another first down. An ideal spot here to get a first down and try to run some more clock. And this is second and less than a yard. Now a handoff to Henry. And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
At carries like that, that's how they're going to continue to salt this thing away here, Charles, in the fourth quarter.
Yeah, how about that? A new set of downs. Clock continues to move. No better way to close out a game than to tap those mastodons you have up front and say, guys, keep pounding them. Let's keep the ball, keep their offense on the sidelines, and let's close this one out.
On second and 9, Allen. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. So on the other side of the field now, it's 1st and 10 as they've got things rolling on this drive. Allen going to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it. So it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
They'll run on first down. It's Henry. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. Clock continuing to run. They'll probably wind this all the way before snapping it on second down. They'll run the jet sweep with Brown. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, so they're left with a 3rd down and 6. To throw, it's Allen. His throw caught right around the 6. And the Titans are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. Big hook up there, forced to throw it on 3rd down. The connection's going to keep the drive alive and also keep the clock moving.
Yeah, and from a defensive perspective, didn't get a sack, didn't knock the ball free, didn't break up the pass. The clock keeps running on you. You're in a dire situation now.
So 1st and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Here's Allen to throw it. pressure now, and he's going to go down. Sacked back around the 8. They'll wind up losing 3 yards there on the play, as that'll lead to a 2nd and goal. Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So the Titans in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got it 2nd and goal now as they look for that final dagger. On 2nd down, here's Henry. And now right out of the 2-minute break, we'll get a timeout used defensively with 1:56 to go. A lot of tired bodies on that field, but this is a big play, 3rd and goal. Here's Henry. And he's going to have just a couple here with a marker on the field as well. So a decision to make there. They declined the penalty as they'd rather force the 4th down. They'll run for it with Henry. And into the end zone for a Tennessee touchdown. Derrick Henry with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Titans are looking to make it 2 straight as they add on to this 4th quarter lead. So 4th and goal, their head coach gave that offensive line one more chance to punch it in, and this time they were successful.
They certainly paid off the coach's confidence, didn't they? And how about the fact that they stayed with the ground game? Because a lot of times in that situation, partner, we see teams try and roll the quarterback out, give him a little run-pass option, and treat it like a 2-point conversion play. In this case, they went with a little bit more power and got it done.
Allen will try to throw for it. He's going to go down. Can't get rid of it. So a sack on the 2-point try. Tried to roll out, make a play outside of the pocket, but couldn't get it done.
When you don't have a lot of space for your receivers to operate, and down there it's really condensed when you're snapping the ball from the 2-yard line, rolling out, you extend a play, but you don't necessarily open up better avenues for people. And on that play, there's just nowhere to go with the ball, and you end up getting sacked.
After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
The situation for him offensively as follows. Down by 12. And time, a huge factor. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out.
And they'll throw on 1st down with Lawrence.
And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. Clock running, about to hit 90 seconds to go in the game.
Meanwhile, Lawrence's throw into the hands of Boyle here. On 1st and 10, it's Lawrence.
And the Titan defense steps up here, and down he goes.
Lawrence going to get his guys to go quickly.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. Now another timeout called for by the offense as the clock will stop with 45 seconds left to go in the game. Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And the reception made by Green. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Titans' 35.
And the pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down.
Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as the clock will stop with an even 20 seconds left to go. After the sack on 1st down, Lawrence, he'll take a shot for the end zone.
And a high throw there as this is knocked away, down to the ground and incomplete.
7th play of this drive coming up, but a long way to go on 3rd down.
Here's Lawrence to throw.
He's going to take another shot here.
And that'll be incomplete. Now they took their shot, but the coverage up to the task, and it forces a 4th down. And they'll try and throw for it with Lawrence.
He's going to air it out deep for Green. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. Allen down to a knee, and that should just about do it. So this one, a Tennessee Titan victory. And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The adjustment, whatever they did in the locker room, it certainly worked.
It certainly did, and you're exactly right. Whether it was an adjustment, whether it was just more focus on what they planned to do going in, whether they just